Now let us try to solve some questions under simple and compound interest. So enhance our understanding of the topic. Now let's look at this question. If the difference between simple interest and compound interest on a certain sum of money in 2 years at 20% per annum is $800, then find the sum. Now, we all know that amount. We all know that the amount for simple interest will be equal to principal plus interest, which is P plus P C R over 100, which is P to 1 plus C R over 100. And what is our T? Our T is 2, and our R is 20%. So we can easily put it to be P into 1 plus 2 times 20 over 100. P into 1.4. For compound interest, it's going to be P into 1 plus R raised to power T. And that's going to be P into 1.2 raised to power 2. P into 1.44. And we are told that this, the difference between this gives us 800. So we are going to have it like this. P into 1.44 minus 1.4 equals to $800. So P into 0.04 is equal to 800. So P is equal to 800 divided by 0.04. 800 times 100 over 4. So we have 200. So this gives me $20,000. Now let's solve this. The simple interest on a certain sum for 3 years is 225 naira. And the compound interest on the same sum for 2 years is 165. Find the rate percent per annum. Now, the initial sum P, principal, rate, let's call that R, per annum, percent per annum. And then we have different times for simple interest and compound interest. T for simple interest, we are told it's 3 years. T for compound interest, that was 2 years. And we are also told the interest, simple interest, is 225. For compound interest, we are told that is 165. Now let's find out what that will be. Interest for what do you call it? Simple interest is principal times time times rate over 100. And that would be P times 3 times R over 100. And I want to make this R over 100 small r for ease in our calculation. Let R over 100 equal to R. So this one will now be 3PR. For compound interest, let's find the amounts. And then compound interest will be equal to P into 1 plus R raised to power 2 minus P. P into 1 plus R raised to power 2 minus P. And what does this give? It's going to give us P into, this is the formula for the amount. This is the initial principal. So the compound interest will be this. Amount minus principal. So we are going to have P into 1 plus 2R plus R squared minus P. So it's going to give me P plus 2PR plus PR squared minus P. And we were also told that this was equal to 225. This is 165. So I have 2PR plus PR squared to be equal to 165. So let's factorize this again. So I'm going to have this one to be P R into 2 plus R, 165. So let's make this one. Let's make this. You can see it's very easier to handle now. To cancel P, since we are going to find R, we can divide equation 1 by 2. So we are going to have it like this. 3PR divided by PR into 2 plus R will give us 225 over 165. Looking at this, 5 here, 45, 5 here is 3, 3. Again, 3 here is 15, 3 here is 11. And by that one also, we can also do this here. So you can see, we can easily undo it now. So we can now say 3 over 2 plus R is equal to 15 over 11. I can now say 3 times 11 is equal to 15 into 2 plus R. You can divide further again by 3. So this one is 5. So 11 is equal to 5 into 2 plus R, which is 10 plus 5R. So subtracting 10 from both sides, I'm going to have 1 equal to 5R. So R is equal to 1 over 5, which is 0.2. But mind you, this is not the rate per annum. We now have to convert it to percentage. So R is equal to 0.2 times 100%, which is 20%. So that is the rate per annum. That is the percentage rate per annum. Now look at this. Sam's capital is 1 over 6 times more than Charles' capital. Charles invested his capital at 20% per annum for 2 years, compounded annually. At what rate percent per annum, simple interest, should Sam invest his capital so that after 2 years they both have the same amount? Now let's look at this. Let Sam's amount be S. Charles' amount C. And we're also told that Sam's amount is 1 over 6 times more than Charles' amount. So we can deduce this point that S equals to C into 1 plus 1 over 6, which is 7 over 6C. That one is done. Now, we are also told that Charles invested his capital at 20% per annum for 2 years, compounded annually. So let's say the amount of Charles. So A, Charles, after 2 years is going to be C into 1 plus 0.2 raised to the power 2. We are now asked, at what rate per annum simple interest should Sam invest his capital? So after 2 years, they both have the same. So let's say Sam will invest amount for Sam after 2 years. A, Sam, is equal to S into, okay, let me see, S plus principal times time times rate over 100. And we also know this. So let's make this half over 100 for ease. So we are going to have S into 1 plus 2 2R. We also know something about S. It is 7 over 6C. 1 plus 2R. We are now asked, what will this be? So that after 2 years, the amount will be the same. So we are going to equate this one and this one. Therefore, C into 1 plus 0.2. Okay. So before I continue, let me expand this. So it's going to be C into 1.44. So let's do that. So I'm going to have C. 1.44C will be equal to 7 over 6C into into 1 plus 2r. From here we can easily do this. And we can also do something like this now. 6 times 1.44 divided by 7 is equal to 1 plus 2r. So, we can now continue with this. 6 times 1.44 over 7 minus 1 is equal to 2r. So this is going to be 8.64. 8.64 minus 7 over 7 is equal to 2r. So on subtracting, I have 1.64 over 7 will be equal to 2r. So r will be equal to 1.64 over 2 times 7, which is 1.64 divided by 14. And that is giving me 0.117142.9. Or let me work it out in fraction, because that's how they gave me the answer. So r or so r will be equal to 11.714%. Or if I want to express it in ordinary fraction, I can just say r will be equal to 1.64 divided by 14. So the main r will be 1.64 times 100 over 14, and that is 164 over 14%. So this gives me 11, then 10 over 14%, which is 11 5 over 7. So now we have this. At what rate of compound interest per annum, a sum of $1,200 becomes $1,348.32 in 2 years. So you know that P is 1,200. A 1,348.32. I know the R. That's what we need to calculate. You know, R is in percentage. So I always like to make it simple R. That is just a fraction. So from there, we know that A is equal to P into 1 plus R raised to power T. That is the time, number of years, or N, number of years. So we also know that T is equal to 2 years. So we can now say that 1348.32 will be equal to 1,200 to 1 plus R raised to power 2. Now let's divide both sides by 1,200. So we are going to have 1348.32 1,200 1 plus R squared. Now let us square root both sides. We can now say that square root of 1,348.32 will be equal to 1,000 divided by 1,200 equal to 1 plus R. From this place, we can easily get 1 plus R. Let's use the calculator. So we have this 1.06 1 plus R. So R is 1.06 minus 1, which is 0.06. Therefore, R will be equal to 0.06 times 100%, which is 6%. So you can imagine, if not for this straight formula, it would have been difficult to find R. Thank you. Kindly subscribe, share, and comments, like, please. If there's anything you want to pass across, you can easily do that through the channels in the description or the comment section. Follow in other channels too. Thank you so much. And anybody you feel like can gain from this, let them know. We also have classes. You can, seek for our services. Just contact through the channels as I described before. Thank you very much.